Yeah.
Okay. Good evening to everyone. And before going to the session, I would like to ask that last week we were discussing about how we can effectively create reports using report queries and report layouts. And is anybody tried that concept? So if somebody tried that, you can share your experience. It will be definitely motivation for us.
I think maybe they are shy, to, problem.
Don't shy. At least you can raise your hands if you're shy to talk.
I think few of them are like not started is, like they are still in the PLSQL. I think maybe they will be trying on ā'pěks, like soon.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So whenever you have a time, please do work out on the same. So definitely it will be a good experience. So you can share it with your juniors, or you can share it with your colleagues as well. Okay. Fine. Let's start the session. Let me share my screen now. So hope all you can able to see my screen now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes. Yes. First of all, good evening, everyone. So this is my second presentation to the Kerala chapter. So my name is Karkuvelraja Thangamariappan. I am working as a lead engineer Oracle ā'pěks for the company called the Properties. Why? Yes, I am Oracle certified professional and Oracle is having 7+ years of experience in developing web application using Oracle ā'pěks. So I would say that I'm a ā'pěks evangelist and enthusiastic to build an application in Oracle ā'pěks. Okay, let's start the session. So today's session will be interesting. I'm believing that because we are going to get into the integration part now. So like how we can effectively integrate Oracle ā'pěks with Google Maps. So many people, everyone is using a mobile, right? So you can easily track where you are traveling. All are using Google Maps and Microsoft Maps. You can find where you are. So the same concept we can integrate with Oracle ā'pěks. See, this solution is not new actually. So many people did on this, but 2020 year, I had a requirement that we need to integrate with Oracle ā'pěks. We need to integrate Oracle ā'pěks with Google Maps. So I did so many R&Ds, and I have written 8 blogs on that. It's not only how you can integrate. So while integrating, what are the issues that I faced? So that also I have written in the blog. Nobody has done it before. So you can check in the Google that, and you could able to see the blog like how you can effectively integrate Oracle ā'pěks with Google Maps. Nobody disclosed that what are the issues they faced. So I have written all the issues that I faced as a blog. So end of the session, I will be sharing with you the links. So definitely, I believe that you will go and check each point and you will get familiar with how we can integrate Oracle ā'pěks with Google Maps. Okay, let's go to the introduction part now. Many people might aware of that before what Oracle Application Express is. So Oracle Application Express is a feature of the Oracle database. It's a powerful and it's very easy to use web application development platform. And important thing, you can quickly develop and deploy application in a matter of time. You no need to write single line of code. Like if you are creating pages, you no need to write any single line of code. So these all will make it's like a time saving. It's like a low code platform. So these are just introduction about Oracle ā'pěks. And using Oracle ā'pěks Application Express, we can easily integrate with Google Maps API using JavaScript. Okay, the Google Map API, what it will do? So you can have some question that I already answered before, but you have some doubt that what this Google Map API will do in Oracle ā'pěks Application. See, the Google Maps API allows you to create online mapping applications and incorporate geocoding into them. Yes. See, using JavaScript, we are going to integrate Oracle ā'pěks with Google Maps. See, embedding the Google Maps into your application accomplished using JavaScript to invoke. Why we are going for JavaScript? See, JavaScript has inbuilt API to invoke the Google Maps API instead of using PHP. In PHP, also you can do, but I would prefer you to go with JavaScript to integrate anything. Like if you want to integrate like WhatsApp, Telegram, anything, JavaScript will be the best tool. Like you can easily integrate iReport, Jasper report. So many reports you can integrate with Oracle ā'pěks using JavaScript. Okay. You can ask question, what would be the first step I have to do to integrate Oracle ā'pěks with Google Maps? Yes, for that, you must sign up to get a Google Map API key in order to use the API in your application. So this API is nothing but Google Maps API. So you should remember that you must get Google API key. Actually, Google Map API key is free and easy to get, but the problem is when it comes to the commercial part, it's like we need to pay some charges to use that key. So getting key is free, but using we have to pay. So I don't have I have the key, but I don't have the paid subscription, so I'm not able to show you the outputs in the screen. But I already developed and I already written the blog, so I can show you the output in the screen, how I have done it and how it will be look like. So in that way, you will get benefit out of it. Okay. And okay, today's session, what you are going to learn is spot the location by providing address location, which is nothing but, for example, so in the application page, you have a page item. So for example, you are typing the address. Let's say your home address. I would say Dubai, United Arab Emirates. See, based on the text, the JavaScript will find the latitude, longitude of the text, and based on that latitude, longitude, the Google Map will be rendering in Oracle ā'pěks page. Okay, this is first concept we are going to see today. And what will be the second concept? Second concept is spot the location, get the address by providing latitude and longitude. See, some people are expert in finding the latitude and the longitude. See, for example, you have to provide what is the latitude and you have to provide what is the longitude. So based on that, the Google Map will render. And third one is the important feature that find your location. See, definitely this feature you will be using for your, using for your for your project. See, find your location. It's nothing but, for example, you need to build one button like find me. When you are clicking, see, automatically the Google will read the will find the latitude, longitude of your current location, and then it will.
सिस्टम GCW में है जो फीडबैक का है जाते हुए राइट साइड में टीवी के बाजू में फीडबैक है
okay, muted.
Okay, let me resume the session now. So find your location. So this feature you can find where you are exactly, so that you can find. Okay, let's open my notepad. Okay, see, I think you all can able to see my notepad. See, these all are the blocks I have written in the year 2020 to integrate Oracle ā'pěks with Google Maps. So these all are available in my site. You can see. First, we will find one by one. Okay. First, we are going to see how we can effectively integrate Oracle ā'pěks with Google Map using JavaScript. Okay. Integrate like spot the location and get the address by providing latitude and longitude. Fine. Let me open my blog now. Okay. Okay. See, I have followed these below steps to integrate Oracle ā'pěks with Google Maps. I am spotting the location based on the latitude, longitude which users are providing. Okay. See, step one. What will be the step one? The step one will be Google key must be obtained. Get Google key. Okay. There is an icon. You can click that. How you can get the Google key.
1 minute, Karkuvel, you are showing something on the PowerPoint or like Notepad?
Oh, it's not visible?
It's not visible. It's not visible.
Oh, sorry.
So you share the full screen and then you change it because it's still showing the PowerPoint.
Oh, sorry. Let me share it again now. I'm sharing full screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you able to see now?
Now I'm able to see the ORCL King blog.
Correct. Okay, fine. See, these are the steps I have followed to integrate Oracle ā'pěks with the Google Maps. See, first step is to get Google API key. Okay, there is a blog post how you can obtain the Google API key. See, you just open this blog. I will explain you how you can effectively. Okay, see, first of all, you are the beginner. This session is for expert, I no need to explain what is API key and what is Google Map API key. This session is purely designated and purely designed for the fresher. That's what I would like to discuss about you guys regarding what is API key and what is Google API key. See, API key is nothing but that's just application programming interface key. It's like a code. It's like a hexadecimal code, which is used by computer program called application programming interface. See, this is interface to identify the calling program. API keys are it's created because of the possibility of tracking and controlling how the API is being used by developer or users in the websites. So hope you have some understanding about what is API key. It's just the application programming interface key, so which that service provider is giving. See, not only Google will give them API key, many service providers, they will give the API key to integrate their system with Oracle ā'pěks or other systems. So it's like a secured way of calling their services. So that is called API key. And let's discuss about what is Google Map API key and what is the purpose, why we need to get the Google Map API key. See, Google Map API key is an individual token which is required to access the Google Maps API. See, Google Map has many API, like to find the places, to find the geocode, to find the location. So many APIs they have provided. So to access each API, we must have Google API key. Then only we can able to access those listed APIs. Without that, you won't be able to use Google Maps on your own hand. See, if you're going to have your own Google Map API key, you will be able to have on individual free limit of user queries, which can use on many various possibilities. Okay, to get Google API key, what steps you need to follow? See, go to this website. It's a Google Maps platform. When you are clicking on it, it will go to Google Platform Console. They have changed the URL. You need to go to Google Cloud Platform. Fine. And then sign in with your Google account. You will be redirecting to below page. This page will look like this: Google APIs. Okay. And you have to log in with your credential. Once you log in with your credential, you will be redirecting to this page. Okay. Once you log into Google Cloud Platform, what you need to do is you need to click this hamburger menu to create the credential. See, click the service link from the left-hand menu and click the API and services credential. You will be redirecting to this page. See, nothing but credentials. See, here API key options are available. You need to create API key here only. See, and click on the create credentials and API key. See, create credentials and click on the API key. it will navigate you to this page, which will have unique API key, which is specific to your account. See, you don't share your API key with anybody because this should be confidential. Okay. And one more concept they have implemented, it's like restrict key. You can restrict this key. For example, you have your own application. You need to use this key only for your application. Then you need to click restrict key. There you can set up what are the URL this key has to respond. It's like a referral you can set. So that also we will see how we can set the referrals to access this API key. Fine. And then click on restrict key. You will be redirecting to the below page to set the application restriction. Okay. See, when you click on the restrict key, application restriction will be there. It's like none means anybody can use your API key. If they know that, anybody can, until it's not paid, until it's paid, it's not paid, then no impact. If you are paying for something, if many people are using your key, definitely it will be a loss for you. So that's what you have to understand what is application restriction is. And you can restrict by HTTP reference, like websites, like the website's name, websites links you can give, or IP address you can give, and apps also you can, like Android apps, which apps can see this key. When they are accessing this key from this app, then only it has to respond. So you can set in that way. So an application restriction controls which websites like IP addresses or application can use your API key. You can set on any one, actually one application restriction key per key. Okay, fine. And then you have to save the changes. You will be redirecting to the below page. Then there you can see your API key details. See, credential API key. I have created my API key. This API key will be encrypted format, so user cannot able to see your API key. See, this option is to copy the API key. Under API key, you can create n number of API keys. There is no limitation. You can create n number of API key. If it is free trial, then it will be valid for 30 days. Then you have to recreate your API key. Okay. Once you create your API key, you can ask question how you can check whether my API key is working fine or not. The request demonstrate using the JSON output flag. Actually, see, this is the URL Google has provided. Like, see, till this to get the geocode JSON response and address. Here Google is giving 1600 Parkway Mountain plus View plus CA Canada. They have given. So you can change this address and you can give your address and key. I have used some application item variable. It's like your API key. See, you need to replace this your API key with your actual API key. Once you copy this, you construct this URL, and if you are pasting it in your Chrome browser or any browser, then it will display, it will give the JSON that you have successfully created your API and it is active. If you want to see the XML output, and see, this is JSON output, this is XML output. See, this link is to just check the API key which you created is active, whether it is active or not. Okay, hope you guys are able to get some idea about what is the purpose of updating Google Map API key, and what is API key, and what is the purpose of creating API key. Okay, fine. Once you create the API key, that would be the first step you need to do. Okay, now we have created the API key. Okay. Okay, now we have created the API key, and what will be the second step? Okay, now see the topic, get the address by provide latitude and longitude. See, then in ā'pěks page, we have to create 2 page items. One is called latitude and another one is called longitude. And one is to populate the address based on the latitude, longitude which you have given, and one button we need to create. It's like a set location or address. You can call it as any name. when I am clicking the set location address, what that Google Map API will do is it will fetch the latitude, longitude which you have provided, and based on this latitude, longitude will give you the address, and it will point that marker. Google Map marker will point the exact location. This is what we are going to see now. See, this is the UI that we need to build. Let's see how you can build. See, first create a static region with 3 page items. As I told you earlier, one is latitude, longitude, and the P1 address, and region button to locate the location and get the address. Okay, note, button action should be submit page. Page item should be text or number. Make page item P1 address read only. Otherwise, people will change it actually. Because based on the latitude, longitude, you are populating the address. Then it should be read only. Fine. Like P1 address I have created, go to the custom attribute and you can say read only true. Fine. And what will be the next step? You need to set the static ID for the region which you created. I called my region static ID as Google Map because we are integrating Google Map with Oracle ā'pěks. So the static ID should be context. It's like a meaningful. So I have given the static ID for that region as Google Map. Okay. And then what you need to do is you need to add some custom CSS. It's like inline CSS. Okay. Why we are adding is, see, it will set the height of the Google Map area. See, this is the Google Map area, which is coming from the Google Map API. I am just setting the height of it. I just mentioned 600 px. So which means the height of this Google Map region will be 600 px. Based on your requirement, you can change the height here. Fine. See, where you need to go is, so there is option page. Under CSS, you can able to see the option. It's called inline. There you need to paste. See, this Google Map is nothing but static ID of the region. It's like static ID of the Google Map region. Okay. Fine. And then add the below JS in the page vector. See, I will explain you how this JavaScript works and how it will render the Google Map based on the latitude, longitude which you are providing. See, note P1 latitude, we have created the 3 page items. I will explain you. P1 latitude, which is to get the runtime parameter. See, it's a runtime parameter to get the latitude. Okay. P1 longitude, it's a runtime parameter to get the longitude. P1 address, on which we are populating the address based on the latitude, longitude which we are giving. Google Map is the static ID for the particular region, or we may call it as division. Okay. See, I explain you the code. Before that, I would like to say, see, in the end of the code, you can able to find this line. This is the line which will actually call the Google Maps API. See, here I have created my Google Map API key. See, in ā'pěks application, what you need to do is you need to create as a substitution string. Like string name is my Google API key, or whatever the name which you want to which you like to give, you can give, and it must be replaced with your valid Google Map key. Okay, fine. We'll go to the JavaScript program now. See, you can copy this program from opening script and ending the script, and where you need to paste. See, in page there is an option called HTML header. Okay, you need to paste it there. What I did is I just created one variable. It's called map. Okay, and I created the function. It's called init map. If you see the last line, I am calling the function which I am creating, which will render the Google Map in your ā'pěks application. See, till this line, see this URL, till this, it will invoke the Google Map API if you are giving valid Google Map key. And what library it will call? It will call the places library. Places library is nothing but it will call the Google Map place API. Place API means it will locate the exact place based on the latitude and longitude. And the function, it's like a callback method. And which function it will call? It's init map, which this function you have customizedly created, which means customizedly created means, see, when you are clicking the marker, there is a title like address is showing. See, these are all we have customizedly created. If you want to remove that, you can remove, you can change the marker color, you can change the marker icon position, and you can change the marker UI, anything you can change. See, all the changes you need to do it in the function. It's like an init map. All the changes you need to do it here. See, go to the function. I am going to the function again. I have created the variable map, and I have created the function init map. Okay, and I am getting the ID of the static region, because on the static region only I am going to render the Google Map. So I am getting that ID. This is just like an object I am creating. If you are familiar in Java or JavaScript, you can able to understand what is this. See, map means the variable which we already created. See, this is a variable equal to new and google.maps.map. This is a API which will set the Google Map properties. Fine. This is the object I am creating. And sender is nothing but, for example, if user is not giving the latitude, longitude, what will happen? At least that Google Map should point the some other locations. There's some default location. I just gave this -34 point. And if you want to give any specific latitude, longitude, you can specific here. And zoom 15. Zoom 15 is nothing but zoom zoom in, zoom out actually. If you are increasing the value like 16, 17, 18, which means zoom in, when you are decreasing the value, which means it's like a zoom out. Okay, fine. And then an important thing, you need to create two more. I have created two more variables. One is geocoder. Geocoder is nothing but to access the geocoder API. See, that is important. Geocoder API is nothing but to get the geocode of the latitude, longitude. See, using this API, the value will set to the geocoder parameter. Sorry, variable. Sorry, it's a variable. And then I have created info window. Info window is nothing but, see, you can able to see. See, this is the marker. When I'm clicking the marker, there is information window is coming. So which has the location title. So for this, we have created this variable info window, and then Google code latitude, longitude. So this is the default API. For that, this is a JavaScript. Sorry, this is the function we will be creating. See, this is a function geocode latitude, longitude. For that, what is the input parameter is geocoder. First, we need to frame the geocoder, and we need to frame the map object, and then info window. Info window is not mandatory, but geocoder and the map will be the mandatory. It will be the mandatory parameters. Info window, if you want, you can add, and you can add a number of parameter, because this is custom function which you are customizedly designing the Google Map. Okay, and then I have created two variable. One is called latitude to store the latitude value, and another one is called where land. So it's like a longitude. See, using document.get element ID, I am getting the value of the latitude from the ā'pěks item. Okay, so P1 latitude which we have created. So what it will do is it will get the value from this item, and the longitude also we are getting, and then we are parsing it actually. For example, if it is like if users are entering in the float value, so we are just parsing to float latitude, longitude, and then we are setting the geocoder. So location, what is the location? We are concatenating and giving latitude and longitude. In this way only we have to give. And this geocoder, what it will do is it will give the result that if it is okay or not. If it is okay, then map set zoom. Before already by default it will set to 50. Then if you want, you can override. In Java, there is a concept called set. It's like an encapsulation. Okay, map dot set zoom 11 means this variable already has zoom 15. So this will override to 11. Based on your requirement, you can change the zoom size. And then marker. So marker is nothing but this is a marker. See the marker. And for this marker, what I did is the Google Map. This is the object I have created where marker equal to new Google Maps marker. There is an API. Okay, and position is nothing but it's latitude, longitude. See here we are constructing the latitude, longitude. That is the input, and what is map. So map already we have created. See, this is the map we have created. So this will be the this is how you need to create the marker, and so many options are there. Like you can customize the marker, like color you can change, and then instead of this location, you can give the user icon and whatever the icon. So that all next level, I would say. So that all whenever you have a time, you just start thinking about start implementing that. Okay, and then info window dot set content. We need to set the content. Okay, in the as I told you already, this is the info window. In the info window, what information is showing? It's showing the exact address. Okay. Then see, we need to set info window dot set context. What is that? Result. Result only having the address. So which is formatted address. Okay. So formatted address we set. Then only when you are clicking on the marker, it will display the location as a title on the info window. Fine. And then see, we have P1 address, right? So that is a custom item we have created with the read-only mode. See, we need to set the formatted address to that item to user to understand what is the address. It's getting based on the latitude, longitude which we have provided, and info window dot open. Map and marker. See, map is nothing but this is a map. See, we have created, right, map. So this map, and then this is a marker object we need to pass. So map object and marker object we need to pass. Okay. If this is success, like success in the sense, if this response is success, then we should do this operation. If this is failure, then we need to say no result found. Okay. If whole thing failures, then we have to check that we have to tell the user that geocode was not successful. And for this reason, this is how you can see. This is the function. This is a custom function you have created. Okay, I have created the function. How I can invoke this function in my application? See, I will tell you how it is rendering on your application. Yeah, as I already told you, from this URL, starting from this to this, using our valid Google Map API key, we are calling the Google Map APIs. And for this, we are calling the library places. And callback is we are calling the custom function which we created. Okay, that's it. So from this to this, we need to copy, and you can paste it in the page HTML header. Then it will render nice page like this, latitude, longitude. You have to enter the latitude, longitude, click on the set location, click on the button, it will populate the address as well as it will locate the location exactly. See, this is for Dubai, and see, this is for Chennai, and see, this is for Sheikh Zayed Road, Dubai, and this is Sydney. So whenever you have a time, you just try it out. Okay. I can share my experience that what all the issues that I faced. I would like to share all the issues we faced when I was integrating with Google Map, integrating Google Map with Oracle ā'pěks. See, first error I have got is API not activated map error. See, you can ask question where I can see the error. See, because this is purely JavaScript based, you can see all the errors in the console. What you need to do is in application, you need to right click. There's an option called inspect in your application, not in this blog. In your application, ā'pěks application, you need to right click and there is option called inspect. When you click, you can able to see all the JavaScript error. Okay, fine. We will discuss about what is this API not activated map error. First error you will get is this one only. Okay, see, I have created the map. That map is showing that oops, something went wrong. Go to the console and please check. See, this is the console. Google Map JavaScript API error. See, the error is showing API not activated, which is mean that the maps JavaScript API is not activated, which means there is a JavaScript API in the Google Map, which is not activated for your Google Map key. So what you need to do is to enable the maps JavaScript API for your project. You need to follow this. You need to go to the Google Cloud Platform console. If you're logging in, then fine. It will directly take you to this page. You could able to see this page. Okay. Now you have to click on the dashboard, and there is option called Enable APIs and Services. We have just created the key. Correct. We are not enabling any API and services. So this would help you to enable APIs and services. You need to click this option. Then you can able to see all the maps API. As I already told you, the purpose to update the Google Map API key is to access all the not all the required Google Map API, which is available in the Google Cloud Platform library. See, now what we need to which API we need to enable. So we have to enable maps JavaScript. So that is the error we have got. So okay, so you need to click Enable APIs and Services. It will navigate you to this page. It's like an API library. You could see maps JavaScript API. You need to click this API. Fine. Then once you click that API, there will be option called Enable. So before enabling, you just read all the what is the purpose of enabling this maps API. Because since you are fresher, you must understand. Even you are doing small things also, you should have clear idea. Then it will take you to the long way with no. See, you don't depend on anybody. This is what I would say. See, you just enable this, and you must understand why we are enabling this. And then you will be redirecting to the pillow page once API is getting enabled. See, so maps JavaScript API, which is enabled now. Okay, then you can, if you want to check your keys whether it is working or not, you can check this. Fine. So this is the first error which we resolved. Fine. Then what is the second error I faced is Google API request denied. This API project is not authorized to use this API, which means it's an authorization error. Is an authorization issue. See, this is the error. Once I solve this API not found error, after this I am getting this error. This page cannot load Google Maps. What is the error? This API project is not authorized. Okay, what I should do? Okay, there will be solution for this. See, you need to go to the Google API console. That is Google Cloud Platform. This is Google API console. You need to go to Google API console. There's an option called API. View all the APIs. See, here you can see what are the API that you enabled. We have enabled maps JavaScript API. No? So that's what it is coming under the enabled APIs queue. And here view all APIs. Okay. Once you click on this, it will navigate to this page. So what you need to do is, as soon as you add the maps JavaScript API, you need to add some additional API, which is called geocoding API. So in the JavaScript, we have seen that what is the purpose of geocode, right? That is very important. Like that API will locate the place actually. So you need to enable geocoding API. We need to enable the geocoding API. See, like geocoding API, we are enabling. Okay. Then what is the all the record API we need to enable? See, first we have enabled maps JavaScript. Along with that, we are enabling geocoding to locate that, and geolocation API. And these are the prerequisites, and place API to locate the places. Okay. Once you enabled all the record API, in your enabled API list, you could able to see all the API that you have enabled. We have enabled geocoding, we have enabled geolocation, we have enabled maps, JavaScript, and we have enabled places. As per, if your requirement is even stronger, then you can enable whatever the API which is required, like street and all. For example, if you are locating the streets, and then distance, if you are finding at a nearby petrol pump or nearby hospital, and there will be different API that you need to enable based on your requirement. Okay, now we have enabled, we have solved this issue. This is nothing, API request denied. Okay, next issue what I have got is geocoding service. Okay, before going to this, we will go to this error, referrer not allowed map error. Okay, referrer not allowed map error. See, that error will be captured in the page console. Okay, what you need to do is, to resolve this issue, you need to go to Google Cloud Platform console. What is this issue? This issue is current URL. Current URL is nothing but your application URL. It's loading the maps JavaScript API has not been added to the listed of allowed referrer, which is nothing but this key is not restricted actually. Key is restricted, but you are not, see, let's see, this is ā'pěks URL. This URL we are not including in the map JavaScript API in the allowed referrer list. So what you need to do is, you need to go to the Google Cloud Platform. Then you could able to see the screen. You need to click on the credential. Then it will navigate to API page. So this is a API which we created. On right hand side, there is option. It's like a pencil. It's a edit option. You need to click on the edit. Then it will take you to the application restriction. So I'm selecting HTTP referrer. HTTP referrer and website restriction. I am giving https ā'pěks.oracle.com. Only that URL, when I am invoking this key from this URL, then only this Google Map will render. Any other site, like any other site, from any other site, if you are calling this API key, which will not be valid actually. So this is how you can restrict and restrict your API key. Okay, fine. Then along with that, you can select, you can click on restrict key, and you, for example, geocoding, geolocation, maps, JavaScript API, place API. Only to access this API, I am using this key. You can set this condition as well. Okay, once you set it, these changes definitely will take 5 minutes to 10 minutes to reflect. Okay, after that, if you are checking your API, then it will be fine. Okay, then this will be the final issue that I faced. Geocoding service, you must enable billing on the Google Cloud project. So which means that so I have to subscribe the key. So I need to pay some amount. See, you must enable billing on the Google project. See, you just check with your organization. If you are using Google API key, then you just ask them. If they are sharing with you, then you can start developing this application in ā'pěks.oracle.com or in your application portal, and then get start learning. Otherwise, if you're really interested, if you're ready to pay, or if you're ready to use the trial version, you need to give all the credit card information. So then your key will be automatically, it will comes under the paid version. It's like a 30 days trial they will be giving. If you're not comfortable with that subscription, you can unsubscribe at any time. So to solve this issue, where you need to go is, you have to go to Google API billing. Okay, so once you go there, so it will be redirecting you to this page like my billing account. So add billing account, you need to click add billing account. It will navigate into this page. So please read this right side terms clearly. It's not the terms, the condition you need to understand. $300 credit free actually. So what it is, you need to understand this, and then click continue. If you're ready to pay, you just click continue. And then to the payment process, once you complete that, this issue will be gone. So this is what we have done for our organization. Then after this, what you need to do is you can come back to this. Then your application will be working fine. This is the one way of integrating Oracle ā'pěks with Google Maps. Fine. And are you able to see my notepad screen right now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. See, it's almost 1 hour. I hope I clearly explained how we can effectively integrate Oracle ā'pěks with Google Map by providing latitude and longitude. So there is a block available in my site that how you can spot the location by providing address. Like you don't need to give the latitude or not if you're not familiar with the latitude longitude, because many users doesn't know that actually. So you can enter address like Dubai, Chennai. Then it will based on that address, Google Map will render. For this is the block. You can utilize that and find your location. For that, no bind variables. No input is required. You need to create one button like find me. Click on that. Google API will find where you are. Fine. Then spot the location by providing multiple latitude and longitude. Now we have seen the solution is for only one, marker only we can stamp, because we have given only one latitude and longitude. Based on that, this API rendered actually. And see, this is important feature that how you can bring multiple markers. See, like this, multiple markers. For this, you need to go to PL/SQL part actually. I will explain you in the quick manner. First, you need to get the Google API key and you need to create a record object like a table, sequence, trigger. See, all the source code I have given. You can utilize that actually. Okay, you have to create the table, sequence, trigger. Trigger is to keep the get the who columns values like updated by updated on, and then you can populate some data into the table which you created. I'm calling that FXGN map location. See, I have given the insert statement as well. You can utilize this and you need to prepare the query. Fine. I have prepared the query. What you need to do is you need to create PL/SQL dynamic content region, copy and paste the code. I think I don't need to explain this code much because I have already explained how the Google Map API, Google Maps is working, API is working. Let me quickly explain you. See, we have all the latitude, longitude information in this table using cursor to fetch all the data in the table, and using http.print API, I am printing HTML in the ā'pěks page. Okay, this is how I'm setting the height, and I'm giving the ID, div ID name. It's like a static ID for the region, and I'm creating the function called my map. Okay, and everything same. What we have seen before, everything same. But all the lines you need to use HTTP print because we are doing it in PL/SQL dynamic content region, not in the page header. Page header will able to read the HTML code or JavaScript code, but PL/SQL dynamic content will not able to read the raw JavaScript. You need to have HTTP print API to read the HTML code or JavaScript code which you are giving. Fine, and then this will be the important part. See, like starting loop, ending loop. See, here only we are like it's like a looping. We are doing the looping based on the latitude and see. For example, we have 5 records in the table. This loop will execute for 5 times, and 5 markers will be created, and it will be stamping, and all the steps is same. See, this is how your code will look like. Code editor, PL/SQL code. So you just copy this code and paste it there, and you must remember that there is a API key application item which you need to it's a substitution string which you need to replace with your active Google Map key. Okay, then the output will be like this. For example, I will tell you the sample data which we inserted. First country, Sydney, Dubai, Chennai, United States of America. If you see the output, Sydney is here, Chennai is here, Dubai is here, United States of America is here. So this is the way you can locate multiple markers, like a multiple location in your Oracle ā'pěks application you using Google Maps. Fine. So I have referred Oracle blog, and I have referred to so many blogs. Like see, reference, these all are developer.google.com. So if you go to developers.google.com/maps, there is a document, there is a steps available how you can effectively integrate Google Map with any system, not only ā'pěks, any system. And fine. So these 3 blocks I have referred, like JavaScript and the error messages and introduction. And fine. See, you can reach out to me if you have any ideas. And this is my blog, and this is my communication channel. You can reach out to me for any technical queries. And if you are really interested, please do work out on it, and you just give me some other best way to integrate Oracle ā'pěks with Google Maps. Then I would be very much interested. Like you are youngsters, your mind will think in the different way. So we are getting old, I would say that. So give me some solution how we can effectively integrate Google Map with Oracle ā'pěks in another ways. So ideas are welcoming. So it's 1 hour. It's about to complete. So I am winding up the session now. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm handing over to you guys.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, actually, I do have a doubt. That is, you have shown that how to copy the API keys in a, I think it was on credential page.
Yes.
And so while we copy that, will it be in encrypted version, or it is in decrypted version?
No, it will not be encrypted version, because that is your key. So until you share it with others, nobody knows what is the key. But while visibling, because somebody might sit next to you when you are accessing that key. So that's what they have protected. When you copy, it will be in the just like a decrypted format. You can use that key.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Karkuvel, you can stop the sharing so that everybody can see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
All right. Okay. I think there are a few questions are coming up, so we'll see. Yeah, you got one question. If the end user don't allow the location, is it possible to get the details? That means, like, whenever we are integrating the Google things, they in the mobile or any tab or anything, it will prompt you to allow the location thing. If they are not allowed, whether is there any way to capture that details? Because, for example, if you are designing a application for a company and they wanted to get the in and out of the employee, like a log time login and log out. So in that case, what happens is maybe they will sit at home and click on login. So they will capture the location where exactly he is. So sometimes what happens, they will not accept that option. Like, do you want to allow your location? So if the end user is not selected that option, is there any way that we can capture the data? So that's what I think the question asked from one person.
Yes.
Okay.
Arvind. Yeah. This is a nice question. But as per my understanding, so we are also using some utterance entry management system. See, whenever we are logging in and logging the entry, if I am switch off the location, definitely it will ask me to enable. So in Google Map also there is a there is a API which will check that which will be checking that whether your location is enabled or not. Definitely it will ask you to enable. It's up to you. If you are able to, if you are enabling, then you can use this feature. That's what I could say that, because we have used it in that way only.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Is there anybody who can, anybody has any doubt or anything not related to Google Map, also related to ā'pěks, you can ask him, because, getting him, like it's very difficult. So the, time which, utilize it, if you have any doubts or anything related to ā'pěks.
And I
Nobody
guess
has-
to hear somebody from this group, like before you might not having some clarity about how we can integrate with Google Map. And after this session, you might have gained some knowledge on that. So if anybody from this group, for sharing your feedback, that will be well and good, because I have explained in each and every point where what this development did around 15 days actually. It was not easy. 15 days, a complete day I spent to integrate this, and I have written all the steps in the blog, because others should not suffer. So
Okay, that's a great thing, like nobody does that,
yeah,
because everybody is hiding the technology and not sharing
Yeah.
others. That is a good, encouragement to everybody, like I think Rafiq wanted to ask something, like he
Yeah.
will switch on his camera.
I
Sorry.
just want to convey the message that Mr. Karkuvel was explaining very clearly each and every point. No, he was explaining very clearly, which is very good aspect of sharing the information to others. No.
Correct.
thank you. Yeah.
There is no hidden. Some of them are what
Yeah,
they will
correct.
explain.
Quick question, sir.
Yeah.
Like if most of the part is for JavaScript, then how is it related to Oracle?
See, this is the way we can integrate actually. We are integrating Oracle ā'pěks with Google Map. See, the platform is Oracle ā'pěks, irrespective of the integration language. See, for example, ā'pěks, we can call it as low code. It doesn't mean that everything ā'pěks will build, right? We should utilize some creativity. Our creativity also should be there. Then, correct. Then only we can call it as a full stack ā'pěks developer.
Yeah.
If you are only focusing on ā'pěks default thing, then it's not the right way to use the product actually. We have to think about how we can integrate this ā'pěks to AI, right?
Artificial
So,
intelligence.
yes, artificial intelligence. For that, you need to learn Python. So many things are there. So in that way only we can reach that level. So the JavaScript is to integrate the things.
Gabriel, you got your clarity.
Yeah. Now it,
To add on to that, to add on to what Karkuvel has said, that is why ā'pěks has been rated as the very high, low-code development area, because it can be used for integrating different products.
Yeah, exactly.
Not only PLSQL, as what is said, it's not only Google Maps. You take an example of Google Maps, you take an example of REST services, everything, even from any point, if they have enabled REST services, you can take, you can post, you can do a lot of activities over here. That is why it has become a so hit as a low-code platform.
You can
Definitely, Arun.
Telegram, you can integrate with the WhatsApp.
Correct.
Yeah, WhatsApp, Telegram,
Telegram, and then Slack.
what not, that is I have to see.
Yeah.
And see, some people integrate. It's like they are using ā'pěks as a bot. Like if their database is too strong, we can build the bot system in the ā'pěks. Yes.
Even ODA, the digital assistant, also they are just doing
Yes.
that.
Yes. It's like an interesting
Yes.
thing.
So
The more and more we learn, about ā'pěks, it's more and more interesting, because we will also, as what Karkuvel just told now, he's expecting your feedback. Okay, it's the reason why he's expecting you, because you will be thinking a different mindset. Okay, and we have to show that, and we have to prove ourselves.
Yes.
So anybody has any doubt? I think, it's a wonderful section by Karkuvelraja. Thanks for joining us. And soon that, we will have another interesting sections from him. And as a part of, expert section, so he will be, coming and taking some sections advanced level. If you would like to, know about some section, some advanced topics, you can just send me a message so that I can also convey to him, so that he
Some
can.
specific topic, right?
Yes.
Pardon?
Some specific topic to
Correct.
Yeah, correct.
Correct. Because the problem is, maybe, in this group, maybe there are some, some areas which we are stuck and then we are struggling, no? So because he has done a lot of R&Ds and he has done a lot of blogs and all, so that definitely, so those areas are weak, no? So we can, assign those things so that it will be benefited for, for others also.
Sure.
Because already wheel is invented. We don't need to, invent a wheel, because already he has done his groundwork. And this Google map also, like, what he has explained, because what he has said, almost 15 days he was working. So 15 days into every day 8 hours, he has spent hours of time, and then he's sharing and he's creating a blog. It's a great thing. And this is the way, you can just understand how he is helping the community, how he is helping the people who are really struggling with the API integration and all. Hats off to you, like Karkuvel, to coming to Kerala chapter, because I think everybody is excited, and so a few people are less, like, learners. I think they have completed the ā'pěks course. Some of them are in PLSQL, and coming sections, Karkuvelraja will be taking as good topics, and we can also decide some good topics and give it to him and let him come and take the section, and everybody should benefit. In the end of the day, the section is only for, like, what is the thing, like, our ultimate goal is to become a ā'pěks developer, a certified professional in ā'pěks, and show the community or show the world that we can do a lot of things in ā'pěks. This is what the basic idea behind this. And thank you. And I think, coming, I would like to invite also Rafiq for your experience. You can also take some sections for these youngsters, because being in the in the industry since a long time and controlling so 10 companies, that really there are a lot of experience. You can share it, so
Sure.
you can also joining. I will also share, because like I sometimes, what happened is I forget actually, because he's also chase me through the Twitter, and so definitely I'll share, because right now it's Kannur batch is going on district. So I'll share it so that you can also take some few sections, so that you will also be
I'll attend a couple of sessions initially. Then I need to get into that mood, no?
No problem. 1 or 2 sections you will get a mood, no problem.
Sure. Yeah,
Then
sure.
you will call me that, Varghese, when is the next section? I'm ready to do it. All right. Okay, thanks everyone. It's a good weekend. I think, so tomorrow is Sunday. I think, hope you are enjoyed everything. All these topics, please do practice.
Tomorrow in Oman.
Pardon?
We are working in Oman.
Correct. Oh, Sundays you're working.
Yeah. We have
here it is UAE is Sunday is holiday and Friday is
recently changed, no?
Correct. Recently changed. Anyway, hope that all the countries should be same. Like it will be better. Like it's a consistency will be there. Okay. Anyway, thank you, Karkuvel. Anybody has any doubt? I think hope that we are winding up the section now. Thank you, Arun. Thank you, Rafiq. Thank you, Karkuvel, and all the members who joined and participated and makes this section as a wonderful, section. A few words you can tell, Arun, about this today's section.
Yeah, as usual, this is a very great, interesting topics also, and it will be a great learning for our kids as well, our students as well. And I would just like to highlight one more point over here. Even me having an experience of 10 years, I was just stuck up with a small wrapping issue. I just asked Karkuvelraja about that thing. He just gave me a pointer, and that has been work for me. The reason why I'm sharing this is that is where the right pointers we have. Okay, so in fact you have that particular privilege, those who are attending this particular webinars. So you have the right pointers. In case if you are stuck anywhere, please feel free to either reach us, or even you can reach Karkuvel also in this case. Okay, because that is where the experience talks. And I would like to highlight this again and again, because I always used to say in the other class as well, please feel free to reach us in case if you're stuck. We are always ready to help you guys. And I would again like to thank you, Karkuvelraja, for this great session, and as well as Rafiq for joining today. Thank you.
Yeah, Rafiq, I will expect you on Monday, because we have a section which is starting on UAE time 7 to 8 and Indian time 8:30 to 9:30.
Just share me the details, please.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'll share you the details. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Thank you, Karkuvel. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a nice day.
Bye-bye. Thank you. I'm just ending up the section.